Hey guys, it's Kelly. I am going to try to do a makeup tutorial for you guys. I am in front of my living room windows. Forgive the background. You can see my blanket on the couch and my poor Mother's Day flowers have seen just about their last day. That right there is just the base of a Tiffany lamp that is lit. So yeah, I'm just trying to do this. I'm sitting in the floor in front of this window and I'm hoping that being straight on at the light that you guys will be able to see what I'm doing. I don't know how this is going to work, so we're just going to try it out. And I have a couple of new things that I want to share with you. I want to do a really cool eye look, and yeah, so let's just get started. One of the first things that I want to show you is that I got the Becca times Chrissy palette. I want to use that today. I will be uploading a comparison video. It's just basically a review of this palette, and it's going to compare it with the Jaclyn Hill palette and several like one of the Becca splits and compacts and a couple of the other highlight colors, because I've been seeing a lot on YouTube. There's a lot of controversy around that, and so I thought you and I would take a look at that together and see what we think. I think there's differences, but I hope that you trust me enough to believe me when I tell you what I think about something, and so we're going to compare it in the next video. But for now, let's get started on the look. Okay, the first thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and I'm going to just spray my face really good with this. Sounds like a duck. But that's okay. I'll probably use that or my Fix Plus for setting, because I forgot to get my setting spray, and I'm not going back in there. I'm not going to get off the floor and go all the way back in there. But anyway, I don't really know how this is going to work. I don't know if we're going to have a lighting problem or not. It looked like there for a minute we might. So let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and go in with an eyeshadow primer. I do want to do my eyes first. So if you see me looking off that way, it's because I have my mirror over there. Yep, looks like a lighting problem. Really not sure what to do about it, guys. I don't know if backlighting is helpful or what. See, I really wish I had like a photographer or somebody that could help me with that, you know, because I really don't know what to do about it. I mean, I really don't. I don't know if it's my camera. I don't know if it's because I'm too close. Let me move you guys back just a little bit. Okay, I moved you back just a little bit, and we'll just see how that goes. You know, I'll get up close if I feel like that you need me to. And then the next thing that I want to do is go ahead and put some moisturizer on my lips. So just some chapstick. This one's key lime. I also have this new one here. It is my chapstick, and it is pink grapefruit. Oh gosh, I love it too. I like it a lot. It's new. Or at least I think it is. I may be wrong. You can correct me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's new. I'm going to start with my eyes today, and I want to do a blue and maybe a blue, green, and golden look. I'm thinking about maybe I'm thinking about something that would go with this color stick, but I also thought about using the milk. I think I'm going to put the milk in my basket, and I'm going to go with this one because my two shadows that I have been eyeing are these two right here. I don't know. This one and this one. The blue one is called Houdini, and I believe it's a duochrome, I'm not sure. And then you've got Take Two, which is the kind of an olive color, and I thought that I could use that. I also brought in, just in case it's needed, and I'm going to open it so that it doesn't flash. I have this, all of these are Makeup Geek, and so I do have a couple of blues, and I do like this one right here. It is a blue-green. It is gorgeous, and it is called Envy. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous color. Let me see if I can swipe that for you. There's this one. It kind of comes off as a kind of a dark color, but there's also this one here. I don't remember the names of the ones here. This is Poison Ivy. This is another one that I'm real excited to try. And so you can see those two there. Makeup Geek makes wonderful shadows. And then there is this one here that has this golden hint to it that I think would be really pretty. It's called Bleached Blonde. So yeah, I'm just going to go in with these, and I'm going to pray that every time I move around or look the wrong direction that my face doesn't white out. But yeah, that's what we're going to start with. You guys know that I like to start with, you know, all my creams first and then go on to my blending colors. Okay, I have found my blending brush. What I'm going to do, I have never used this color. This is the Scandalized Scandalize from Rimmel. It's just an eyeshadow stick. It's 24-hour waterproof, and it's in the color Blamed Blue. It's a gorgeous peacock blue color. I'm going to kind of go, I think, I'm going to put this on the outer corner and use it as a base. It's really, as you can see, it's really bright. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of blend this out with my finger, because wherever it sets is where it's going to stay, and I want lots of blue power in that outside edge, because I'm going to have the green and the gold towards the center and inner corner. I know it looks like a mess, but I promise it'll be okay. We'll get it blended out. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my blending colors. I'm going to use relatively cool colors. So I do want to go in with a relatively cool shade for my transition. So I'm going to go in with this color called Bandwagon. It's just a very pale taupey brown. Now I'm going to put that in the crease, or right above in my case. There has been a lot of controversy around the Chrissy Teigen palette. Now, Becca is absolutely one of my favorite high-end brands, but with that being said, no company is perfect. You know what I'm saying? They just seem to be saying that Becca is sort of recycling colors into different palettes, and we're gonna find out about that in the video that I do. But I just, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that, but you know, if that's what's going on, then shame on Becca. But if it's not, you know, I just want to see for myself. I want to compare the products that I have and see if they're the same. It just seems like the only things that people are saying is negative, and I don't know, the ones that are saying negative things, their swatches are all they're in the dark. I mean, that's really the only way I know how to put it, is that they're in the dark when they're doing this. So we're just gonna have to kind of deal with this bright light. All I'm doing is my crease shade, and it's blending out that blue some. I'll try to edit out as much of that blinding white color as I can. Okay, I turn on the light to my side here. We'll see if it helps. I don't know if it will or not, but it can't hurt. Okay, I think now that I've gotten that light taupey brown color through this crease here, I want to start working on some colors that will go well with that, and that's what I kind of have my heart set on as far as blending is concerned. But I think I'm going to go in with this one. It's a fluffy shader brush. I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go in the with the olive color, and I think I'm going to put that in the center of the eye and in the crease. Okay, I kind of like that. It's one of those looks that's going to have to, you're going to have to see it to understand it. Now I'm going to take, I've gone in with the blue and I've gone in with the green. Now I'm going to take a very small brush and I'm going to go into that blue shade I showed you. And that's what's going to go in the outer corner. So I'm just going to kind of put that in the outer corner. That's what I'm going to deepen up my crease with. I'm just playing in makeup today, guys. It's Sunday. My son is at the beach. I was lonely, so I thought I'd talk to you guys. It's just one of those things, you know, sometimes you just want to play. So that's what I'm doing. I love this. It's not one of her full shadows, but it definitely is very metallic. But I like using it as an outer corner shade because of the color. The color is so vibrant and so pretty. It's very peacocky. That would be a cute name for a shadow. Peacocky. Now I'm going to go back in with my blending brush and just blend around a little bit. Just to get rid of some of those harsh lines. They do get everywhere. But now I'm going to go back in with that one that I had the green on. I'm just going to kind of freshen that up in the crease some. I love olive green, especially with gold. And I thought throwing that blue in there would just be my wild card. Yeah, I just thought I would knock out some videos today. I just got out of the shower. My hair is still wet. I just pulled it back in a ponytail to get it out of the way. Like I said, nowhere to go and nothing to do but just play. I've got a lot of cleaning up to do. A lot of fallout and a lot of out of the line coloring. I'm going to go in now with that gold color that I mentioned, and I'm going to go on the inner corner and above. Okay, I'm going to go in with my finger and put just a little bit of that gold color right in the center. Okay guys, I went and got some e.l.f. wipes because I have a lot to clean up. I have a lot to clean up. I left a mess all around my eyes, so I'm going to go in with my finger inside the wipe and I'm going to try to... I don't normally like to do this, but sometimes you have no choice. Okay, I think I can work with this, guys. I'm going to go in and use some more of that gold to continue to blend out some of the areas that got a little too choppy looking, but I think it's going to be okay. Okay, I'm sort of feeling a little bit like Cleopatra because there's so much blue and green on my eyes without any other makeup right now, but I think it's going to be okay. It seems like every time I get close to the camera, but I will close my eyes and get close and hope that it works for the best. So you can see that it is very, it's like the colors kind of blended together a good bit, which is fine because I kind of did that, you know, a good bit on purpose. I don't think that the blue underneath was a wise choice, but hey, you live and learn. I never used it before and I wanted to try it, so there you go. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is I want to go ahead and start working on my face. You guys know that I have my Urban Decay that I like to use. So I've got my beauty blender right here that I've already wet. I'm going to go ahead and go in my normal areas that are red. I'm finally getting down to the bottom of this. Okay guys, I am going to go in with my Born This Way foundation. I am in the color Nude. It's been a minute since I have visited this one, so I'm going to put it in my glass tray just like I always do. I'm not going to add anything to it this time. No, you know, no kind of dewy drops or anything like that. Just 2 squirts should be more than enough to get me through. I'm going to go in with that in the T-zone and then work my way out from there. I do like the way the Born This Way applies with the sponge much better than a brush. Just my preference. But I think it works best that way. Trying to cover up the green and the red. Works though. Okay, now I'm ready to go under my eyes. I'm going to go under with my Smashbox corrector stick in orange, just like I usually do. I'll blend that out with my brush. No big deal. I'm going to go in with my Shape Tape. I use the color Light Neutral. Anytime I order anything online, I always go with neutral because you just never know just how yellow or just how pink something's going to be. And I can get away with neutral pretty easily. Now to blend that out. My bags have been rough lately. My son graduating, there's been lots of crying going on around in this household. I'm happy for him, but it sure is a bittersweet time. It's hard for mamas to let go. You know what I mean? It's real hard to let go. Now, one of my subscribers told me that they had gotten themselves some of the Ben Nye yellow banana powder. I have some of that too. But I also have the Cameo powder. And I'm going to set my eyes with that today. Now, you know, I like to set my eyes with my Beauty Blender. So I'm going to do that. I just would use this the same way I would use my Laura Mercier. I have found that the yellow is just a little too yellow for my skin tone because I tend to have a lot more pink undertones. So I use the Cameo powder. The Cameo powder is more of a, it's more of a pink. And it comes across on my skin more of a translucent because I do have those pink undertones. So I'm going to be setting under my eyes with that just like I normally would. Let me make sure there's nothing in the crease there or there before I just dip my sponge in the top of it and do it just like that. Just like that. And that's all that there really is to it, guys. A setting powder is a setting powder. The banana powder is great for brightening under the eye, especially if you have some really dark circles on your eye. Camouflage as much as you can. And then set with that powder. It's a really finely milled powder. They're very high quality. I love Ben Nye powders. If you have the banana powder, use it the same way. You can set with the Beauty Blender. I do have this Tarte brush. You use one end of it to put in your concealer, and the other end you can go in with your powder and brush it in. Any way you want to do it works. I'm going to now go into my Laura Mercier Highlight 01 because I want a nice glowy look over the rest of my face. So I'm just going to set my face with this. Just be sure that you set everywhere that you put product. And that includes your neck and ears. And then I like to go in and sweep away the Cameo powder or Laura Mercier or whatever it is you're setting with. I think that if you want something a little cheaper than the Laura Mercier translucent powder, you'll find the Ben Nye is a little less expensive and it's just as finely milled and it does a really great job of brightening the under eye. Yeah, just like that. You can still see I don't think there's anything I can really do to hide the bags that I have right now from all the squalling I've been doing. But my one and only baby just graduated, so what do you expect? Now that I put that over there, I'm going to go in with some face products. I've got to finish my under eyes, but I do believe I'm going to set my dish up here along with my beauty blender, because we don't need anybody that has 4 paws to get a hold of that. What I'm going to do is go in now to the Chrissy palette. I want to show you what it looks like and go through it with you. I will do swatches and comparisons and that sort of thing in my other video, but this is what the outside of it looks like. It's really, really pretty. I love it. It's kind of a, I don't know if you have the Smashbox with Casey Holmes. It sort of feels like that. It's just not cushiony. It's sort of enameled feeling, but it's a really pretty peachy pink marbled look. I love it. I think it's beautiful. And then, of course, what we all care about, the product inside. Oh, I hope I don't blind you. Is this right here. Let's see if there we go. Okay, so here are, we have bronzer, 2 highlighters, and a blush. So I'm going to go into this bronzer with my favorite Hourglass brush. It's really good, and it's nice and small, so it gets in these small pans. These are really kind of small, I will say that. Let's see here. What are we going to find? It's pretty. It is a different color than what I've used before. It's definitely different than my Hourglass. But it gives me that nice cut, even though I'm really just bronzing. It's pretty warm. I would definitely say it's on the warm side. Let me take my other brush and kind of blend it out a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to go into this pink blush. Woo, that's pigmented. I'm going in real light at first because it scared me when I saw it on the brush. It's very pretty. I think it looks different on than my Becca times Jekyll and Hill palette. But we'll compare in the other video. That's a really pretty color. I can see where it would be prettier if I was tan. Chrissy does have darker skin than most. She's got a darker skin tone, so this would be gorgeous with a tan later in the summer. I probably won't ever have a tan this summer, but I can see where it'd be gorgeous. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put that away until I'm ready to do highlight. Okay, so let me put that there and let me work on blending. Okay, we've come to the time where it's time to work on my under eye. I'm basically going to, there's a chipmunk that lives on the back porch, and every time Izzy, he keeps running across. And every time Izzy goes outside, she can smell where the chipmunk has been. He's something else. He's really quick, and he goes across my patio from one to the other. So I'm not really sure where he's living, but I think it's under, I have one of those concrete things that it kind of fits and directs the rain as it comes out of the downspout. I think he's living in a hole underneath there because it's real wobbly and it's lifted up off the ground. And so I think that's where the chipmunk is living. Okay, I'm going to go in. I think what I want to do, I have several different eyeliners here, but I think what I want to do is, I think first I'm going to go in with this Still Kiss Me in True Teal, and I just want to get my waterline. It really brings out that blue. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Morphe shader brush. It's an E32, and I kind of want to go into the olive color, and I'm going to buff that out. Do you see the difference? I brought a little bit more of the blue down on one side than I did the other. So I need to work on that. Much better, much better. I really like the blue and green mixed together. I really do. Okay, now that I've done that on the waterline, let me put that away. And I think for the upper lash line, I'm going to try to do a black liner. And guys, there's no way I can do that on camera, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, I was able to get some black eyeliner on. And then what I did is I went over it just a little bit with some of the green and gold so that it wasn't quite so stark. I'm just not a big fan of the really dark black winged liner on myself. First of all, I'm not very good at it, as we all know. But what I did is I just put on the black eyeliner. I used the Kat Von D Trooper, and then I went over it just a little bit, so it gives it just a little bit of a darkness against my lash line, which really helps when I put on my mascara. It kind of brings it all together. So what I have done to this point is I finished my eyes, so let me put these in my basket. Okay, one of the things that I wanted to do for my inner corner was I have this from Becca. It is the Champagne Pop Shimmering Skin Perfector in the stick. I like to use this in my inner corner whenever I can. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that right in the inner corner of each eye. And then I'm going to come down on to that lower lash line just a touch, just to share the wealth on some of that gold. I'm bringing it down just a little bit, just for a little added sparkle. I really am into gold so much right now, and this Champagne Pop stick is really amazing. I really like the way that it brightens that inner corner. I like that a lot. Okay, now let me twist that down and put that in my basket because I'm finished with that. Now it's time for a brows. Yes, it's time for the brows. I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Brow Wiz. Kind of fill in those sparse areas and get some shape going. I like to go underneath the brow. I hate my camera because it won't, that crazy light that it does. They need to be fixed. And when I say fixed, I mean they need to be shaped. They need to be shaped, and they need to be dyed. I do have my 30-year high school reunion coming up next month. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that right before reunion time, I'm going to get my hair done. I haven't had it done in a really long time. I'm going to do that. And I think then I'll go into the salon and get everything else done too. Get these brows shaped. I look like a demon right now. Craziness. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my Gimme Brow from Benefit and set these babies down. Actually, no, I'm not. I better do my highlight first. The two highlights I have are Rose Gold and Beach Nectar. I already have the Rose Gold, so I know what that's like. I'm going to go for Beach Nectar. if I can get this open, which is the one right here that Chrissy came up with. It's called Beach Nectar. Can't wait to try it. Gotta get my brush. Okay, I've got my Anastasia brush. I'm gonna go into this. Ooh, it looks so pretty. Okay, let's see here. This is gorgeous, guys. What a beautiful, beautiful color. I can see where a lot of people would think that this would make a good blush topper if you're, you know, if you have really pale skin. But this is really, really pretty. I see why it's called Nectar. Check that out. Woo! This girl loves some highlight. Look at that pot right there. Woo! Love it. Woo-wee. That's some pretty stuff. Okay, down the snoz. Cupid's bow. That's some good stuff. Okay. I really like that a lot, guys. That's a hit. Okay. I'm going to put it back in there because I need to do my review. Okay, now let's go in with the I'm going to go in with my Benefit Gimme Brow, and then I'm going to start working on my lashes. And I think I'm going to do waterproof. Even though it's hard to get off, I think I'm still going to go with waterproof. Alright, I got that done. Now I'm just going to blend out, make sure there's no heaviness anywhere. Got my brows plastered down, but they still look natural, so that's good. Now, it's time to go in for some mascara. Not sure if I'm going to be able to do this with this fan blowing on me or not, but we're going to try. I'm going in with Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Okay, guys, I'm ready to do setting spray. I'm just going to use my Urban Decay All Nighter and spray my face really good. Getting empty, I think. Woo! That'll wake you up. Okay, use this to make sure there's nothing left on my lips. Now I'm going to go in with my Too Faced liner. This one is in Perfect Nude. I only have 2 of these, and I think they've discontinued them. I think I mentioned it in my last video. And I hate that so bad. If I had known they were going to do that, I'd gotten more colors. But I do have a really good pink color, and I have a really good nude. I just don't have anything for like a dark color. But I have others for dark colors, so, you know, as long as I have these and they'll last me for a while, pinks and nudes are what I wear the most of anyway. Except for right now. I'm doing a nude look with this today, and the reason for that is because I feel like with such a dark eye that has such a definite color like this blue, I just think that a nude looks best. I'm going to go in with Milani number 60 Matte Innocent. It's just a really pretty nude. This is the first time for me to use this one. I love the way Milani lipsticks smell. This is a really good nude because it just really looks like the skin color of my lips. I don't have lips that are overly pigmented. They're not very red or whatever. And so it's sort of like my lips, but better. On top of that, I'm going to use my Marc Jacobs Sugar lip gloss. I'm going to use that mostly just in the center. Just like that, guys. And that's my look for today. I really enjoyed doing this for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed watching and watching me just sort of play. Again, I have teal blue and olive and gold on my eyes, all Makeup Geek, and then a teal liner and a black liner on my upper lid, but I did go down over it with just a little bit of the olive and gold color because I just didn't want it to be a very strong black line today. I just wanted it to be something, since it was already so bold, I just wanted it to be something that wasn't, you know, just additional realness. I didn't want to take it over the top. I think that it turned out pretty well. I like the colors. I really do. You really can't go wrong with Makeup Geek. I really like Makeup Geek shadows. Always have. They're not just hyped up because YouTubers get, you know, anything like a kickback or anything. They really are excellent products. So far, everything I've tried from Makeup Geek has been wonderful. So if you don't have any Makeup Geek shadows, I think you should get some. Now I need to do something with this wet hair, and it probably is going to stay like this because I'm not planning on going anywhere today. I just wanted to get on camera and talk to you guys, do a get ready with me, and yeah, just do my makeup because it makes you feel better when you have a face of makeup on, and it's fun. Plus, I have another video that I want to share with you, and I need makeup on for that. So that's going to be it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you won't lose me, and hit the like button. That would really help me out a lot. I love you guys. Thank you for your support. I love that you watch me, and I absolutely love the comments that you send me. You're always so positive, and you're always so sweet, and you're so kind. I am much older than most people on YouTube doing makeup, and I think that in a way that gives me my own little niche, you know. I think I can say that with mature skin there are, you know, other things that come along, and color correcting, age spots, you know, not having much elasticity, fine lines and wrinkles, all of those things are things that I battle every day. And I think that there should be people on YouTube that are not in their 20s doing makeup because they face a whole different set of problems than those of us that have more mature skin. So I really do appreciate your support. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and I hope that you continue to enjoy my videos. I'll talk to you guys later.